Hey Pokemon fans, believe it or not, I'm going to do another playthrough of Black and White. I'm going to make a series of videos about that. But where I was blind when I played through it the first time on YouTube and didn't know anything about any of the new Pokemon, this time I'm coming in with the knowledge of what the Pokemon are and what they're good against and what the bosses are going to be, and basically all the information I have access to. I'm coming in omniscient. I know everything about the games. And I just wanted to sort of play it again, because number one, I kind of had an itching to do another Pokemon adventure, and number two, I wanted to see what it was like to experience Pokemon in this way, because there's a lot of different ways you can experience Pokemon. You can do it sort of in a more relaxed setting, just for fun. You can do it as an adventure, as like an exploration adventure game, or you can do it sort of as a speed run to see how fast you can go with the team you have designed to beat the game. So my team this time is the following. I'm going to start with the water Pokemon, Samurott, or what will eventually turn into Samurott. I didn't really want to do the Fire Pig, so I figured this was a good alternative. And there was a bunch of fire Pokemon I wanted to use. Speaking of which, I'm going to use Chandelure, the Ghost Fire special attacking Pokemon. It evolves pretty late, so this one might be a pain in my butt, but I'm going to try for it anyway. For a grass type, I'm actually going to use Sawsbuck, the deer Pokemon. I kind of wanted to use Ferrothorn, since I had seen it being used in a lot of competitive teams, but it was another one that sort of evolved late, and it sounded like it'd be a pain to train, so I just decided to go with Sawsbuck. Sawsbuck kind of seemed like a fun Pokemon to use. I really didn't use him in the last one because I had a grass starter, which outclassed him in my opinion, but we'll see how he works out. For electric Pokemon, I'm going to have Elektross, the floating electric eel thing, which again, kind of evolves late. I'm a little bit concerned about some of my team. Obviously, I have stuff that I'm going to use beforehand to get there, so that'll be fine. For my 5th and my 6th slots, I like to go with a little bit more of the random Pokemon. I'm going to pick Conkeldurr because he's a strong Pokemon, and he's a direct response to me having a lot of trouble with Hydreigon in the first playthrough. So if Hydreigon kicks his ass, I don't know what I'm going to do, but hopefully I'll have like an Ice Beam or some ice attack on Samurott, and it'll work out, I guess, hopefully. For the 6th slot, in the grand tradition of Miss Magius from the Generation 4, Diamond and Pearl, of being sort of a specialty wall ghost thing, I'm going to go with Cofagrigus, which is that weird mummy ghost thing. I just really want to see how he works, so he should be a fun one. I might have a reserve of Pokemon that I kind of want to mess around with and didn't really play too much in my first playthrough that are just there in case things go wrong. One of them is going to be Reuniclus, that psychic developing cell special attacking wallish thing. It sounded like an interesting Pokemon. I also might have an Excadrill because I love that Pokemon and he's kind of my insurance policy. If you have any other suggestions of reserve Pokemon I should use when I do these videos, go ahead and leave them in the comment box. Follow along, this should be a fun series of videos.